Hey all, Heretic here, and patch 27.6 is dropping today. We've got all the information for you here. There's a lot of big changes. They've announced their new expansion, which we already knew about because it had been leaked. Go down in the Badlands. There's some neat looking things, and there's a whole lot for us to unpack. We've got new minions, we've got changes to some systems, we've got new anomalies. So let's jump right in and take a dig at it. So right off the bat, some interesting cosmetic change, which I actually like for the Battlegrounds. Now you get that you can favorite multiple hero skins per hero to get a random one of your favorites at the start of each game. Now you can bring even more great looks to the tavern. Well, I do like this because there are some heroes that I have multiple skins I like, and I'm only having ever one showing. This lets me pick a couple of the ones I prefer to throw as a favorites. This is a kind of a cool update I like. This is a simple little thing that if you're going to give us a bunch of cosmetics and say this is how you want to monetize the game, so we can feel like we're actually getting more value, because some heroes have a couple good skins, it's nice that this is finally happening. And of course, we have a bunch of new anomalies. They are dropping right now. So instead of getting 3, it looks like we're getting a bunch today. We're getting 7 if my count real quick is right. So let's look at these and think about them a little bit. We get Anomalous Wisdom Ball. Starting on turn 6, you occasionally get helpful refreshes. So we get Wisdom Ball, but not until turn 6. I like that because sometimes Wisdom Ball can give you things far too powerful early if there's a way you can complete it early. Putting it at 6 kind of lets us establish a board, get a feel for what we want to do. I like that. Next, we have Anomalous Twin. Start of combat, summon a copy of your highest health minion. This is for those who might remember the Evil Twin quest reward. This is a good thing. Just remember which one is the highest health and try to make sure it's the minion you want to get 2 copies of. If you use blood gems or something along those lines, you can kind of force the right minion to get this. I like this a lot. Anomalous Bribe. After you sell a minion, give its stats to a minion in the tavern. Once again, this is another quest reward. I like this one. That's fun. That way your stats aren't as wasted. They might not end on the minion you want, and you might have to do some tricky things to get the right minion buffed, but you can put together a monster minion using this. The keys to victory. After you play a minion, give your other minions +1/+1 for each keyword they share with it. I like this one. This is very different. So you'll be buffing your Divine Shield, your Reborn, your Death Rattle, your Taunts, those type of minions more. And it's kind of a neat effect to just cycle some cards. This is definitely going to give certain heroes a big advantage. Millhouse, who's buying them cheaper. Dancing Daryl, who's already buffing minions, has he's buying. This is going to be some interesting play, giving some, heroes that may not be getting some love in the case of Daryl, maybe a little more value in this anomaly. Bring home the bacon. Start with 2 upgrading piggy banks. Break them open to gain gold. Piggy bank, gain 1 gold, upgrades each turn. So I like this. This is fun. This basically is a hero power and it goes off when you want it to and you get gold. This gives you a ton of tempo depending how you want to do this. Now, I know it says it upgrades each turn, but what I'm wondering is does it upgrade at the end of each turn? And you're going to see somebody cheese it with a Drakari Enchanter. We don't know if it's worded exactly like this. It doesn't sound like it, so they actually had that in mind. But how many times have we seen something like this abused that we didn't expect to? Temperance of Amanthul. Start at Tavern Tier 4. Gain 10 extra gold on your first turn only. Wow. I mean, if you hate the early game, it's essentially kind of big league, but not. I mean, it's very interesting. The pool's still going to be flooded with low tier minions, and since none of them will be bought, there'll be a ton of them in the pool, but at the same time, you're starting at Tavern Tier 4, you've got 10 extra gold. This could be very interesting. I think this one feels like it could be fun, different thing. Audience choice. At the start of each turn, one player chooses a card of any tier for all players to get at the end of turn. Okay, that's wacky. Now that says end of turn. So Drakari right there is like, hello, what? Free minion? And this one just looks like fun. Like someone decides a card. I don't know how they determine it. It's going to be very interesting to see. The start of turn, one player chooses a card of any tier. So is it a discover thing? Is it a list of all the cards? Like, what is it? They're going to pick ones that synergize with their board. I mean, potentially, or if they're so strong, they don't want to give anybody power, they could pick a junk minion. This will be interesting and it's going to have some fun gameplay aspects. Oh yeah, and if you don't like anomalies and you were hoping they were going away, they are clearly with us for a bit, right? So, and these are the anomalies that will be coming through patch 27.6. So basically 3 out of a week. Typically we have what are the odds? Only tier 1, 3, and 5 exist. Triple rewards discover a minion of your tavern tier. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, this is weird. I don't even want to guess. I just want to play it. I want to see it. And how to even, only tavern tiers 2, 4, and 6 exist. Triple rewards discover a minion of your tier. All right, folks, we're starting to get to the insane anomalies. I feel like these are the ones they've hung on to that are just gonna, if you were confused before, I'm sorry. It's about to get worse. Deep blue sooner. At the start of your turn, get 2 temporary deep blues. They give a minion more stats each time. So it's deep blue, and you're getting 2. Oh my, this is broken and insane. Treasure Hoard. On turn 5, discover a golden tier 3 minion. Dev comments, like the oops all anomaly, there are multiple versions of this one. Oh my. Yeah, because there's Treasure Hoard for on turn 6, discover a 4, on turn 7, discover a 5, on turn 8, discover a golden tier 6. Okay, broken. The issue with these is going to be the poor bastard who gets offered garbage and the guy who gets offered the perfect set of these. So I'm really concerned about this one because there's some RNG. I wish it said we were all offered the same discovers because that would be balanced at least. This has potential to completely ruin your day. Valuation inflation. Tavern tier 1 does not exist. Minions cost gold equal to their tavern tier. So are we going to have to tier up? Is everything going to be in the shop? How is this going to, oh, I just want to see it. No place like homes. Each turn, look at 2 minions. Guess which one your next opponent has had last combat for a coin. Basically, everybody, in addition to what they usually are, is Murloc Holmes. Interesting. No face, no case. Every 4 turns, get a Faceless Manipulator that copies a minion of your choice. Faceless Manipulator is a tier 1, 3/3 battlecry. Choose a minion and become a copy of it. Yeah, this was a card. This used to be a thing. I think it was tier 5 battlecry, become a copy of it. And yeah, triples. Yeah, this is going to be bonkers. This is crazy shit. 11th hour. The first time your hero takes fatal damage, prevent it. Gain 11 gold next turn instead. Wait, what if you also have Ice Block? What if you're playing Akazamorak and you have Ice Block and you have the do not? Yeah, because you have to play the Ice Block, right? You can't just hang on to it with Akazamorak. How would that work? Oh my, this is going to be weird, really weird. And then Feline Fortune. After another hero dies, discover a minion from their warband. It keeps enchantments. Basically, everybody is Bigglesworth. And if you're Bigglesworth, ooh, once again, insane anomalies. These are probably the last batch of them, and they are all nuts. And I'm sorry, if you thought they were crazy before and you hated it, you're probably taking the next month off. This is some craziness here. Additionally, the transient treasure anomaly has renamed to anomalous evidence, no functional changes. No idea why they changed it. Apparently people don't like the word transient, maybe. Don't know, but for some reason it's been changed. I haven't heard anything about it until I saw this. New minions. Okay, remember all those guides I made? Out the window. Here we go. Observer of Mist, tier 3, 1/4. After you summon a minion with more attack than this, give all friendly minions +1 attack. I mean, that seems like it definitely has some potential at tier 3. It's going to be easy to get minions with more than 1 attack. I don't know, it kind of feels like this is a boogie monster effect, except just attack. And you just have to play something with more attack than it, but I'm not sure how I care. It is neutral, so it doesn't fall under any tribe, so it's in every game, but we'll have to play it to really get a feel for it. Oh, more Murlocs, just what we needed. Tier 3, 4/3, Dire Muck Forager. Start of combat, give a Murloc in your hand, +2/+2, then summon it for this combat only. Okay, does that mean it summons it out of your hand? Does this still work in with Basgil? Or, yeah, how I gotta see. It probably summons it out of your hand and it's been buffed. Ooh, another interesting way to get things out of your hand and buff. I like that. Okay. It's start of combat though, so the buff shouldn't be permanent. So, I mean, we'll find out how it works. More Murlocs. Headless Hoarder, tier 4 Murloc, 5/6. When you sell this, give a friendly Murloc this minion's stats. Yeah, when you gold it, you give double the stats. In the early game, you're going to find this in the mid game. You're going to buff the hell out of it just because that's how Murlocs work. And then you're going to give all those stats to friendly minions. Wow. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. I already like what I'm seeing here. Still vulnerable to scam and whatnot, but still big stats flying everywhere. Some Naga love here. Slither Spear, Lord of Gains, tier 5, 3/5. At the end of your turn, give your other Naga +1/+1 for each different spell you've cast this turn. And that's an important note there. It doesn't say spell craft, it says spell. So coins, blood gems, all these things are going to count. Ooh, maybe a reason to tier to 5 for Naga to leave Deep Blue because you could scale faster with this, or still sit on tier 4 and just triple into this thing and not care about Deep Blue. I mean, or still care about Deep Blue. We'll see, but I like the potential here. Sprightly Scarab, tier 4 beast. This 5/2 is choose one. Give a beast +1/+1 and reborn, or +4/+4 and taunt. Like that. Beasts need something like that. It's not a battle cry. Interesting. Okay, I mean, this card has some definite potential when you're looking to taunt that right minion, when you need reborn on a specific minion. Hawk Striker Herald, tier 5 beast. 5/2, start of combat, trigger all friendly minions death rattles. Say goodbye to the meta, folks. It just went out the window. Coupled with all these crazy anomalies and things like this. Audacious Anchor, tier 4 pirate, 3/13, start of combat, battle the nearest enemy minion to the death. Oh, we have the ability to target backline minions. So we're going to put this all the way on the back right of your board. If someone has, say, a Banana Slamma or a Tethys, your Audacious Anchor could kill it, because you just keep hitting each other till one of them dies. Oh, wow. The meta. The meta. Oh, the meta. Rapscallion Recruiter. This 9/3 tier 5 death rattle summon 3 Scallywags. Well, I mean, it's not insane because they're low end minions. But if you use this, say, in coordination with, I don't know, a Fell Stomper, oh, that nasty. Oh, she's back. Admiral Eliza Goreblade, this tier 6 pirate, 6/7. Whenever a friendly pirate attacks, give all friendly minions +2/+1. We're back, folks. This is Eliza. She's back. She's awesome. And now Rapscallion Recruiter looks much scarier when used with Eliza. Ouch. The Motley Phalanx, a tier 7, 7/7, all tribes. Taunt, death rattle, give a friendly minion of each type +7/+7. So Menagerie, here you go. It works with every single tribe. This, not bad, not bad. This has some potential. We'll have to see how this plays out. But the fact that it's all means you can stick magnetics on it. You can give it venom. You can reborn it. You can do lots of nasty stuff with this. Oh, Cultist Sathara. This tier 6, 11/3 neutral is stealth, death rattle. Summon your first demon that died this combat. It keeps enchantments. So yeah, it might be a neutral, but it is going to be working with demons on your board. So this is some nasty stuff. And yeah, I can think of demons with, say, venom that might be great to have die first, just so you can get it summoned back again later. We have some minion pool updates apparently also. In addition to the millions of minions added, we have some coming out. The minions leaving the pool are Salt Scale Honcho, Witchwing Nest Matron, Vanessa Van Cleef, who cares, Reanimating Rattler gone. Ooh, that explains the Battle Cry one. Criddle Wrangler gone. Nightmare Amalgam, who cares? Pale Scale Crocolisk, I always like that. Cold Sear, I liked Cold Sear, gonna miss that. Mechano Tank, you just came back. Oh, never mind about the Fell Stomper. The Fell Stomper is removed. That won't be working with the pirate. Boogie Monster. Aw, the trap triple that you didn't really want is now gone, so you don't have to be trapped into it. It's just gone. The following minions have been returned to the pool. Tavern Tipper, Belfin Navigator, now there's an old favorite. Kangor's Apprentice, oh no. Exodia Mech, here we go. Goldrin the Great Wolf is back. What? Goldrin? Okay. Tea Master Theatar. Well, now we know why Boogie Monster's gone. Tea Master's back, folks. Here we go. And Mecha Jiraxis for you mech and demon players. There's some love. We have some minion updates here, but in the case of Kangor's Apprentice, it is simply a word change. The text has been updated, but the gameplay-wise, it's exactly the same. Baskill finally got nerfed, went from tier 4 to tier 5, became an 8-3, but the same exact effect. Still can summon any minions, still can do any tribe, but at tier 5, there are now less of them and they're a little harder to find. Thank you. Goldrin the Great Wolf is back, but a little different. Used to be a 4-4 that gave your beast +5/+5. Now is a 3-3 that gives your beast 3-3 for the combat, but for the rest of this combat. So that means any beast summoned during the combat will get additional buffs. It's kind of like the Undead Aura, but it's only for the combat. So that's interesting. And if this, obviously can get reborn, you could trigger it with Macaw, you can use a Tethys, you can make this buff bigger for all those minions you're summoning, making your Banana Slamma even more effective. Okay, I was a little concerned about it coming back and being weaker, and then I realized how it could be much stronger now. We also have some bug fixes that have been put in. Shifter Xeris will now carry over enchantments when it transforms in hands, which is amazing because that means if it gets buffed while it's in your hand, they won't get erased when it transforms constantly. That was so irritating when it would turn into a minion and then you'd buff it 5/5 because your Scourfin would die and then it would change into something else and it's just gone. So now it retains that buff. Now I don't know if it's going to retain it turn to turn, but at least for that next turn, you have a chance to utilize the card that was buffed. So that's a lot better. And those are all the changes. That's the only real bug fix that's really important. There's a whole lot of new stuff. Folks, there's a lot to think about here. So many cards got changed, new cards got added, things got completely redone in some cases. There's going to be some very interesting shakeups to the meta. These new anomalies are insane. So much more changes than before. If you thought it was tough, it's going to be super tough now. Oh my folks. I mean, I'm excited to get in and play it, but I'm feeling I'm about to tank some MMR. What do you think? How do you feel these changes are? Are they for the good? Are they to purge anomalies from us so that they're giving us such a crazy change to make it so people never want to see anomalies again? Or is this them seeing how far they can just push the envelope and make this game truly broken, crazy, banana cuckoo? Tell me what you think in the comments below. I really want to hear it. Thanks for watching all. I'll catch you in the battlegrounds. Later.